You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. This is a famous quote from Wayne Gretzky, and it's also not the title of this lightning talk. Hi, my name is Piotr Sławiński. I'm a junior JavaScript developer, 32 years old. I have 3 months of experience, and this is Old Man's Guide to Rebranding. Let's make it snappy. So, let's imagine that you are working not in programming, and you want to pivot your career. So what do? You go to the internet. Everything is there. So what do you have? What choices do you have? Well, online courses, books, how-tos, etc. Let's go briefly through each of one of them. Online courses. Okay, the good ones are expensive though. Books. Okay, they get obsolete very quickly. How-tos. There's a ton of them. So most of them are crap. Podcasts, great. You can listen to people talking about coding when you clean your apartment. Bootcamps, no idea. Haven't been to one of them. I heard they can cost an arm and a leg. Live coders. There's actually a new trend. You can learn coding from live coders and watch them fuck it up. That's very interesting. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Expectations versus reality. So, have you heard about the Dunning-Kruger effect? This is basically when you think you know your shit, but actually don't. There's a smart explanation over here, and I have a chart. I have it bigger over here. So, I looked for the graphical representation of this effect for a very long time. This is the closest one. So, the Kruger-Dunning effect is over here. So your confidence skyrockets when you start learning new thing, and then there's a tipping point when actually you know that you learn that you know nothing, and then the confidence goes down, plummets, and and then slowly but surely you go up with confidence on a steady level. So I myself, when I went to the peak over here, I applied for my first job offer I found. I was learning programming for 4 weeks. It was a disaster. Okay, so, but you probably you're probably interested what's happening beyond this job ready point. Well, it starts all over. The vicious cycle never ends. Only milestones changes, and that's the point. You have to have well-defined milestones of your career, of your life, and then you're set. Next slide. Survivor bias. Okay, so let's imagine that you read this story on the internet that someone without a CS degree scored a developer job in 3 months. Why not? Okay, great. Good for you. But actually, this is the problem, because many people only read those kinds of stories, and they have actually, it's not a good representation of the reality, because there are also people who fail. You don't hear that kind of stories very, very often. And actually, I believe that everyone can code, but eventually not everyone gets to pay for their job, for their code. Okay, but everyone should try. Why not? Okay, let's move on. Hiring process. I heard that the hiring process is broken. How? I wouldn't know. I just started, but I already seen that they are always asking about algorithms and some tricks in JavaScript. How can you assess someone based only on that? What about fitting with the team, identifying with the company, delivering results in a dynamic environment? I don't know. Okay, so this is probably irrelevant, but this is a graph of my hiring process. I sent 36 applications, and I got only 1 offer, which I accepted. The rest is rejected, ignored. Not very interesting. Oh, this is my favorite one. Imposter syndrome. I will ask you a couple of questions. Have you ever felt that everyone is smarter than you, or that you faked your way here and you're afraid that you're about to get exposed as a fake? Well, I did, and the diagnosis is clear. You have the imposter syndrome. I know what I'm talking about. I'm having one right now. Oh boy. How do I cope with it? Okay. First of all, I'm honest with my coworkers. I talked to them. I told them I have this imposter syndrome, and they were, okay, great. We will work this out. Don't worry. They were very, very helpful. What else? I made a list of achievements. I made the list of the smallest achievements I achieved. So every now and then, when I'm feeling that the imposter syndrome is kicking in, I look at this list and I tell myself, hey, you did that cancel model for that wizard the other day. Good for you. Good job. Keep on keeping on. All right. Okay, so how did I get here? So how did I learn to program? Well, basically, I didn't do anything else for over a year. So when I read all the things. I read all things relevant to programming. Also networking, very important. I haven't drunk any beer in 2018, which wasn't on meetups. Okay, solve. They still ask you about those algorithms, so you need to know that. And also create. If you don't have a GitHub account, create one and push and commit and push again. Don't stop pushing. All right. Blinding finding, because sick pick was taken. First of all, Syntax, very great podcast, very positive people. There are over 100 episodes and there wasn't a boring one. What else? Those books, they are great. This is the best second book to JavaScript. I don't know which one would be the first one. Okay, what else? Free Code Camp, pretty good. To conclude, you're about to do the biggest stunt in your career, and if you get lucky, your old coworkers will be amazed. Your new coworkers will roll their eyes and another junior. But remember that. Remember that. And I also invite you to visit my article. There's a lot of this stuff, but a lot of more reading. And live, love, learn. I told you about the learn part. Don't forget about the rest, because a developer makes programs. Happy developer makes working programs. Thank you very much. My name is Piotr Sławiński, and this was the Old Man's Guide to Rebranding.